It's 11:52 p.m. The proposal is due at 9 tomorrow morning. You've had 3 weeks. You told yourself you'd start early this time, and for the first 2 weeks, you genuinely believed it. Instead, you're 11 minutes into a video about competitive cheese rolling, a topic you did not know existed 4 hours ago, pulled into a rabbit hole you don't remember starting. Somewhere in your skull, a version of you that wrote the proposal on day one is judging you. You know this. You are choosing this anyway. Every human being who has ever lived with a deadline has done some version of this. Which raises an uncomfortable question. If procrastination is this universal, this stubborn, repeated across every culture and every century, why would evolution let it survive? A trait that makes you miss deadlines, blow your own goals, sabotage your future self, should have been bred out of us thousands of years ago. Unless it wasn't a bug. Unless for most of human history, it was doing exactly what it was built to do. The textbook explanation starts with something called temporal discounting, the tendency to value a reward more the sooner you get it. Offer most people $100 today, or $120 in a month, and a surprising number take the 100. Distance makes rewards feel smaller, blurrier, less real. Push that far enough, and finish the report loses to watch one more video every single time, because right now always outweighs later. That's the mechanism, but a mechanism isn't a reason. Why would a brain be built to discount the future so heavily that it sabotages its own long-term interests? In 2014, researchers at the University of Colorado Boulder ran a twin study looking for the roots of procrastination and found something strange. Procrastination and impulsivity weren't just correlated. They shared much of the same underlying genetic architecture. Statistically, they looked like the same trait wearing two different names. That reframes the whole question. Procrastination might not be a separate flaw bolted onto human psychology. It might just be impulsivity, the pull toward the immediate, showing up in a world that increasingly demands the opposite. Some evolutionary psychologists push this further with what's called life history theory. The idea is simple. In a stable, predictable environment, it pays to invest in the future because the future reliably shows up. But in a harsh, unpredictable one, that same investment is often wasted because the future you planned for never arrives in the shape you expected. Under those conditions, discounting tomorrow in favor of today isn't a failure of self-control. It's a strategy tuned to the level of chaos around you. Researchers working in this framework describe it as a fast versus slow approach to life, where organisms facing real unpredictability shift toward quick, present-focused payoffs, and organisms in stable conditions can afford to play a longer game. And researchers have found that people who grew up in less predictable circumstances do tend to lean harder toward the present. Not because they're weaker-willed, but because, evolutionarily speaking, betting heavily on a stable future has only recently become a safe bet at all. So picture that pull in the world it was actually built for. 200,000 years ago, you don't have a project due in 6 weeks. You have a fig tree that's fruiting right now and might be stripped bare by baboons by tomorrow. You have meat from this morning's kill and no refrigerator. Every hour you don't eat it is an hour closer to it rotting or being stolen by a hyena. In that environment, grabbing the reward in front of you isn't a character flaw. It's the strategy that reliably works because the future is not a spreadsheet. It's a rumor. Weather turns. Herds move. Alliances shift overnight. Investing serious effort into a distant, uncertain payoff when a hyena might eat your effort by morning is often the losing bet. Researchers studying this kind of discounting have found the same bias toward the immediate in animals far removed from humans, in species that will never write a to-do list. That suggests this isn't a glitch specific to people. It's closer to a rule of survival. When tomorrow can't be counted on, today is where you spend your effort. Some economists even model this mathematically, showing that discounting the future steeply is not irrational at all when you're genuinely unsure the future will arrive the way you expect it to. It's a calibrated response to uncertainty, not a broken one. There's a reason this bias hits vague, distant goals hardest and barely touches small, concrete ones. Nobody procrastinates on eating a ripe piece of fruit that's sitting right in their hand. The task your ancestors evolved to handle was always physical, immediate, and obvious. This berry, this predator, this fire that's about to go out. A dissertation isn't any of those things. It's an abstracts. There's a reason this bias hits vague, distant goals hardest, and barely touches small, concrete ones. Nobody procrastinates on eating a ripe piece of fruit that's sitting right in their hand. The task your ancestors evolved to handle was always physical, immediate, and obvious. This berry, this predator, this fire that's about to go out. A dissertation isn't any of those things. It's an abstraction made of hundreds of smaller abstractions with no shape, no smell, no danger you can point to. The vaguer and more distant a goal is, the less your ancient threat detection system can even recognize it as something worth reacting to at all, which is exactly why write the whole report gets endlessly deferred while answer this one email right now gets done in 90 seconds. Then, around 10,000 years ago, everything the human brain had been calibrated for changed almost overnight. Agriculture demanded the opposite skill set. Plant the grain now, and the reward doesn't arrive for months. Store food instead of eating it, and trust that it will still be there and still be yours come winter. That's an enormous leap of faith for a mind built on grab it now logic, and it's not a coincidence that the earliest farming societies had to invent entirely new social technology. Granaries, calendars, religious rituals tied to harvest cycles just to force long-delayed payoffs to feel real enough to plan around. The ancient brain didn't upgrade. It got scaffolding bolted on top of it. Now look at what your body actually treats as urgent today. Hunger is urgent. Cold is urgent. A sound in the dark is urgent. These are exactly the threats and needs your ancestors faced, and your nervous system still snaps to attention for them instantly. Nobody procrastinates on get warm while freezing, but a quarterly report, a dissertation chapter, retirement savings, none of those trigger any of the ancient alarms. There's no hunger pang for an unfinished slide deck. Your body has no built-in urgency signal for a deadline 4 weeks away, because for most of human history, there was no such thing as a goal with a deadline 4 weeks away that mattered to your survival. The ancient alert system only switches on when a deadline gets close enough to finally resemble a real, immediate threat, which is exactly why so many people only start moving the night before. Here's where it gets uncomfortable. This isn't a design flaw you can simply muscle through with more willpower, because it was never trying to optimize for your career, your grades, or your inbox. It was optimized for a world where later was never guaranteed, so grabbing what's here, now, was frequently the smarter move. Genetically smarter, in the only currency evolution actually counts, which is survival and reproduction, not performance reviews. Which means every time you choose the video over the report, some ancient piece of your brain isn't malfunctioning. It's running code that kept your ancestors alive across ice ages, famines, and predators, now applied to a threat environment that no longer exists. You're using a Stone Age risk calculator to navigate a world built almost entirely out of long, slow, abstract goals. Goals that never once existed when that calculator was being built. And here's the harder part. Modern life didn't just fail to fix this mismatch, it learned to exploit it. Every notification, every autoplay button, every infinite scroll is engineered on purpose to hijack the same immediate reward circuitry that once kept you alive and turn it against your own long-term goals. That video about competitive cheese rolling wasn't an accident. It was selected, ranked, and served to you by a system built by thousands of people whose job is to make the immediate option irresistible. The same way a fruiting tree or a fresh kill once was, except this one never runs out and never gets stolen by a hyena. You're not fighting your instincts in a fair fight anymore. You're fighting your instincts while an entire industry spends billions of dollars helping them win. So the next time it's 11:52 p.m., the deadline is 9 hours away, and you're 12 minutes into a video about competitive cheese rolling, here's the uncomfortable truth worth sitting with. You're not broken. You're not lazy, and you're not weak-willed. You're running a 200,000-year-old survival tool in a world that no longer runs on the rules it was built for. The tool works. It's still working exactly as designed on a species that mostly stopped needing it decades ago. It's just aimed at the wrong century.